Hello and welcome back to browser-based games. I apologize to any of my viewers who may have watched my recent review of a couple of the events that happened this last week. I was reviewing my channel and decided that I wanted to try and organize it a little bit better, so I am going to release videos specifically dedicated to each of the major event types that they do, so the different growth competitions and these contest type events will be kind of one category, and then these resource generating events will be the other category. They always come out in these pairs from what I can tell, so I'm going to release events specific or videos specifically dedicated to cover each one of these. And in this video I will be covering the Magnate event and the Egg Smash event. So this Magnate event is really difficult for a well, just to kind of put it, bluntly, it's not going to be the one that you're going to want to pay to win, because it would be exceptionally expensive to pay to win this particular event. It's better to prepare to win this event. If you look at this event, it goes for a couple of days. It's going to be dependent. This is actually right in the middle of the event on this particular server, and the rules of the event are you collect any of these items and you get the points associated with that item. So as you can see here, spending $1 US gives you 100 points. At the same time, collecting a Hero Evolve Crystal gives you 100 points, and collecting a Soul Evolve Crystal gives you 100 points. Collecting, 5 Soul Stones gives you 100 points. Collecting 5 Refined Stones collects you 100 points. So what that means is, if you go and you recycle equipment, you're going to get the point equivalent for however many Refined Stones that equipment gave you. So you look at somebody like Robin Hood, who's at 1 million points. There's a good chance a lot of those points came from recharging and getting a bunch of amber, but a lot of those points came from other means. So what I would suggest doing with this event is, obviously, depending on how the other events stack up, only recharge based on those events. Don't recharge for this event. If you've got yourself in a situation where, with the consecutive recharge going into the rewards tab, if you see you've got a daily recharge that you like, a recharge here that you like, and then you go into your events tab and you see another daily recharge that you like, an epic recharge that you like, and a cumulative recharge that you like, and a normal recharge that you like. And so I just went through a couple of different things, and you can see there were 6 different recharge events. And so some of those add up and you really like what you are able to get, then recharge, but don't recharge for this event. What you're going to want to do for this event is you're going to want to save up these boxes that you get from your normal everyday rewards. And then once you've built up a substantial amount of them, you're going to want to use them on one of these events that you really want to win. Keeping in mind that most people aren't going to win first. You're going to kind of have to be able to judge what you have saved up, how many points that's going to get you before. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to save these. If you look here, these box items, because these do not count as the actual resources, but I have them. So if I need them for a different type of event on, I can open some of them to get the number I need for that event. But if I save them and use them on this Magnate event, I will get points for all of them for accumulating those items. So that's kind of the strategy for this event. outside of that, the other event, I'll throw this one to the side here. Outside of that, and this particular one is not that fantastic of an event. This is kind of a cool looking mount. The total ranking for the Monarch wings is again kind of cool. Not super amazing. For me personally, getting points up to 50,000 to get these rewards is about all I do, and then move on. Don't try and win. Not going to, so why try? Then the other event is this Egg Smash event. So covering this, completely not paying any attention to the preview rewards here, because there's a lot of rewards that it's not going to preview. So as you saw here, I have this Hippo Lord Shard, and that's not even on the preview. So it's going to preview a bunch of different rewards. And there's going to be things, you're not just drawing from these 6 items, you're drawing from a lot of different things, and you're going to get a lot of these sorts of things. Low level gems or level 5 gems, right and left wing crystals, soul evolve crystals, things like that. When you go through and you do your typical login events, and it's got an Egg Smash open, you're typically going to get a hammer. There's also going to be one Smash event, typically for your points, and then there's going to be spending events that Yep, here it is. Spending event that gives you hammers. There's going to be a lot of different little events that give you a hammer here or there. And then if you look in the shop, there's typically going to be this right here. It's going to give you 3 hammers for 500 amber, and then a bunch of equipment refining stones or some other very similar type of hammer event. I would ignore this again unless you are spending a lot and it's not really any effect, like you just don't care on maximizing the efficiency of your amber. What I would do for this event, this is not one of the best events. That one's probably the Wheel of Fortune. This one's actually very, very subpar. In fact, I would say this one is the worst out of the 3 that are coming to mind right now for this type of event. But even so, I would still save up all your hammers. They translate from event to event. There's no reason to spend them. Wait till you have a substantial amount of hammers. In this particular event, I would say at least 100, maybe 2, and then pick one that pops up that has previews that you really like. And we're not talking like really, really high-end previews, because if you come into this event and they throw in a preview that just seems too good to be true, you're not going to get it. And if you do get lucky, awesome, congratulations. Like, I love seeing people who actually do get those rewards, but for every single person who comes out here and says, oh, I spent 30 and I got that reward, there's 20 people who spent 3,000 and still never got the reward. So don't anticipate if they show something in this preview that's just too good to be true. It probably is, but I would save up 100 to 200, find something you really like, and then smash. Other than that, though, I would just skip this event typically. Save the hammers, get what you get, throw them in your vault, and once you saved up enough, go for it. Same with this one. Save up those boxes. Don't open them up once you get enough, and you can pretty reliably count on getting something just over. So when you have a box that gives you dragon souls, right, and there's a chance to multiply it by 5 or 10, I would assume about 1 in 10 will hit a multiplying amount. Otherwise it's not going to multiply. So assume that if you have 10 boxes, you're going to get 15 souls. That's pretty safe. You may get unlucky, but that's pretty safe to try and calculate what your points are going to be, and then you just go in here, look at how many you think you're going to get, and based on the boxes you're opening, and calculate points. And if you want to, go for a higher rank to try and get some of these rewards. And other than that, just max out your points and move on. Hoping in a couple of days they will. I really want to go back and recover that Dream Chase event that just ended. That one was really a lot better than I gave it credit for initially. And then I'm hoping this Egg Smash or they do another. They'll probably go through the treasure event and then go back to the Wheel of Fortune. Want a Wheel of Fortune event to be up so we can go over that and why it's so good. Those events just tend to be so much better than the others that they. You have to remember that these events don't compete against all event types. They only compete against the events that kind of appear in the same slot as them. So each you're never going to see a week with an Egg Smash and a treasure and a wheel. That's just not going to happen because they're all in the same slot. Same with the growth events and this Magnate event. They're not going to appear together. They're in the same slot. So that's what I'm going to try to do with these videos moving forward, is kind of cover those events that appear in the different slots. In this, I didn't really touch on any of these. I kind of quickly went through the rewards and the events and just kind of showed what was going on. But if you've been watching my videos by now, you know that basically it's all about lining up your spends when there's a lot of events that make sense to you personally, and then going from there. Yeah, so I think that basically covers it for this event. I should have another one in 2 days, because this event will fall off and it'll be replaced with another one. And I actually may wait to the nope, it looks like it's lined up with the Egg Smash event, so I will cover that in tandem when that cycles out. And yeah, I also plan on doing a separate playlist that where I'm going to try and post events as they rotate, a couple of hours before they rotate. Reason being, sometimes people wait to the last day, especially on like a spend or a recharge, to try to determine if they actually want to do it. And if I know 9 hours before the US servers actually roll over that last day, and I can get that out there and people are subscribing, they can get a notification and they can have 9 hours of notice to try and make that decision if they want to participate in an event before it rolls, or if the next rotation is slightly better. So I'm going to try and start doing that too. That'll be on a different playlist. That first video will post as the current event cycle is cycling out. Yeah, that pretty much covers that. Take care, you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.